Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. We back. Uh Took a week off. It wasn't taking a week off. As I stated in one of my other episodes, time is something that we don't really, fortunately sometimes we don't get enough of it in a day. Things happen, and uh ran out of time to do those things. And I've been working another job whenever my daughter's gone, uh, just so we can do, the extra things in life. As most of you guys, you know, these gas prices keep going up and down like the lotto. Uh, Food is up. Everything's up. The Everything's up. It's no secret. Uh, so if you're a person that's a single parent and you're doing this, whether you're doing it full time and or part time, you probably got to do a little bit extra, um, and that's just so you can go have some fun, or whatever it is that you're trying to get to. Uh, Everything costs money, so that being said, you might have to do a little extra work whenever you got the time. And for me, that's what I'm doing right now, man. It's been not bad. Sure, most of us know nobody really wants to work two jobs, just to get by. But some of us got to do what we got to do. It is what it is. I'm not gonna be the one to come on here and complain about that at all. 'Cause like I say, I've been doing this for a long time now, so it's nothing. But like I said, with that being said, yeah, wasn't able to record last week. By the time I got done doing what I was doing, and got home, it was like 10 o'clock or something like that. I had sister called me, we talked for a minute. By the time I looked up, it was already almost time for me to go to bed. I had like 4 hours before I was ready to get up to go back to work to my other job. So I didn't, make sacrifices. It is what it is. Um, but I'm glad to be back here this evening with y'all. Um, I will be changing the dates on when I'm dropping these episodes just because um, I know a lot of people got a lot of things going on during the weekend. So I know a lot of people, it's just hard to get to certain things on internet or YouTube or whatever. You got your kids or, wherever you got going on with your family. So I get that. And I can't ask y'all to take time away from your families or whatever you got going on in your free time. Check in with me. Would love for you to do that, but check in when you can. I would appreciate it. With that being said, yeah, make sure y'all, if you is tuning in, thank you. Appreciate you very much. All your support, your love, your comments. It's been good. No, nothing negatives come back yet. I'm sure in due time, it will happen. So what? You're not gonna stop the flow. What we got going on over here. Uh, Really, we strive in that. Uh, you got something negative you think you need to put out there, we can talk about it. Maybe you can even come on my show. We can have a discussion about it sometime. Who knows? Because like I said, I ain't scared of nothing. I'm not here to back down from anything. I'm not here to, I'm not scared of no rebuttals or nothing. If you feel like you got an opinion, that's your opinion. You have every right to tell your opinion. But if you think I'm not going to rebuttal back or just, not say nothing, especially if I know I'm right or I don't feel like you have enough information on what you're talking about, I'm going to push back. That's 100. That's 100. You can take that to the bank. But yeah, man. If y'all, I thank everybody for tuning in and your support. We're gonna keep this rolling, and we're gonna get to it. Uh, a couple things I kind of want to get into this week. Um, One thing, uh, I'll be on my way to work, and I make a couple stops. I stop at this one spot. I get me a couple of pastries, donuts, or something, and there's usually this group of guys in there. There's two groups of guys in there. Some older guys, uh, and they've been in. I've been going in there for at least 3 years now, and they've been in there every day. They be in there every morning, uh, like clockwork. Yeah, they in there, and eventually, after a little while, they kept seeing me every day, and one of them, reached out, asked, what I was doing, why I was always up so early, where I was going, and slowly but surely, I became one of they, regular guys. Come in, say hi, do it. Get what I get, say what's up to them. We talk about, I was always wearing Lakers gear, so they was always asking me questions about the Lakers and LeBron and what I always thought about them and um, what I always thought about the Lakers or who I thought was going to win or, sports stuff, or anything, guys want to kind of talk about or, and I say eventually over time, they just kept seeing me and it was what it was. And just recently I go up in there and one of the guys was in there and he was just like, he asked me like, this must be your halfway point. And I thought that was kind of already established. Uh, uh, then I went back the next day, but I realized he was in a different spot before, he was sitting at a different section before than the other guys. So he might not have caught that part of the conversation, but, he asked me like, um, this must be your halfway point to work because you come in here every day. I said, yeah, I stop here. I stop at a couple of other spots. Um, then certain days I have to drop my kid off in the morning. Um, so yeah, I stop here every day. And he says, he has this look on his face. And like, he's smiling. He's got this smile on his face when he says it. And he's like, I don't, he's like, I don't know why you do what you do. Like, I didn't take it as disrespect, but it was I took it as like he was just like he expected me to like I don't know. I really don't know what he like. I really don't know. Like I kind of felt like he like was expecting me to just not be continue to be working at my job or something. I don't really. Like, I kind of took it in a negative. Like I didn't lash out at him or anything, but I kind of like took it like in a negative like way. And like I say to him, like, what do you mean? Don't we got bills to pay? You know? Don't you gotta eat? Didn't didn't you have kids at one point in time? Did you have a wife, a girlfriend? Some, I don't, you know. So at some point in time, you had to work. And I'm sure whatever you was probably doing, you probably didn't even like what you were doing. I'm sure of it. How old you is, I'm sure whatever you was doing, it wasn't as easy and as laid back as a lot of these jobs are today. I'm 100% sure of that. I'm sure the vehicle that you was driving to get back and forth to work probably wasn't some electric vehicle, probably wasn't some sports car or something. You probably had to drive either A, out of your way, you had to drive a distance to get to work probably. And guess what? You probably did it every day. You probably had to work 10, 12-hour shifts back then. You ain't had nothing you could do about it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on and say, at your age, this guy's age, he probably just went to work and his wife was at home doing whatever, cooking and all that good stuff. I mean, that's just, I'm not saying that's what, like I said, I'm not saying that's a woman's job. I'm saying in his time, that's probably what his wife was doing while he was out working all day. Did he quit? Did he give up? Did he stop doing what he was doing? No, he didn't. That's why he's sitting in that shop every morning, just drinking coffee and eating donuts and stuff. Because he put in his work. Now he's retired. I'm sure. The man looked anywhere from 65 to 80. So he's up there. Man, you put in your work, man. And I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like, why would you even say that to me? Like, I'm an adult, right? I gotta work, right? You see, I got a car out there, right? I'm driving that. I'm not catching no bus. I'm not catching a ride with somebody. Used to back in the day. Yeah. But that's my car out there. Costs money to have it, to drive it, maintain it. Can't not work and take care of that. Got a spot where I live at. Who paying for that? Not the state. I'm not getting no state funds. They tell me I made too much money to get any type of benefits from my child or any help. They told me you need to uh you need to work a part-time job or quit your job. You can get some help. I said, what kind of shit is that? I'm I'm working a part-time job or be quitting my job and y'all gonna help me do what? Y'all How I'm paying my rent with no job? How I'm putting gas in my car and paying my car insurance? Or if something go wrong with it, who's paying for the maintenance? They tell you having a car, not a necessity. It's a luxury. No, 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 no. The brand that I drive is luxury. Having the car is most definitely a necessity. So we ain't riding horse and buggies. The Amish is, but we American, we the regular people, we not. It's not no necessity, man. Either I'm paying for me to have my own car, or I'm paying somebody else to get me around. What are you talking about? Who made that? Who makes these rules? Who came up with this system to say if you have a car, it's not, it's not, it's not a necessity. It's a luxury. Nah, the luxury is me driving the Cadillac or the Benz or whatever. Just having a car in general that runs and the bumper ain't hanging off from it and whatever. It don't matter what kind of car you got. Having a car is a necessity, regardless, whatever kind of car it is. So y'all out of pocket for that and telling somebody with a child, nah, you don't deserve, or you make too much money. What do you mean we make too much money, man? You think I'd be coming to you for help if I needed, if I didn't? Yeah, people do it. I get it. But what man wants to ask for help? It wants to come to you for you to help, and when he doesn't need it, who's doing that? What man's doing that? Is running to people for help a scammer? I guess. Yeah, but a man with a child, you think he's out here trying to what? So you telling me to quit my job and do all this other things just so I can get some assistance and for me and my kid? Nah, we not doing that. So yeah, I will work, there's little other jobs on the side when I can't do what I gotta do. And for the old timer, yeah, man, that's why I do what I gotta do. I got a house, car that I gotta maintain, and I got a kid at home that depends on me, man. I gotta do whatever I gotta do to make sure she's good. It's nobody else's responsibility to take care of me and my child. Do we have help? Yes, we do. But it's nobody's responsibility to take care of us but me. And I don't take that lightly, not a little bit, which is kind of what I wanted to kind of talk about this week and get into. Uh, and it's, you know, I've been kind of, I haven't been struggling with it, but I've, I found it hard to allow certain people into our lives. I've I'm not, there's no struggle uh, with, with how I handle and go about handling my child, but I definitely have struggled with who I allow to come in, and when you get in, what I allow you to do with my child, or who I allow around my child. And I think, boundaries have always got to be set when it comes to having children in your household. And not even just in your household, just for yourself, for your peace of mind. Uh, when you get into your house or wherever you're at, your apartment, your trailer, um, wherever you're at, it's peace. It's your place of peace. It should be anyway, but it's often disrupted by the companies of misery, um, bad spirits, bad energy, um, and we allow it in. We allow people, because we're vulnerable at times. Everybody wants to have somebody around at some point in time in your life. Even myself as a loner, um, I've always have no problem with being alone, coming home, not having to pick up my phone and nothing to worry about nobody. Like, I can do that all day, every day. It's nothing. But since having my child, I've learned how to, you know, have somebody be in my space and invade that space and be comfortable with it. And it's somebody because it's something I care about. It's someone I love. Uh, I want to see do better. You know, I want to teach and stir the right way in life. So, of course, anything when it comes to her, being around me or doing something that coming to me when I'm doing anything, like, yeah, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to make sure she's good. And I think I'm trying to when I don't I don't ever want to come on here and seem like I'm ever just talking about a specific person, unless it's me, myself, my child. And if I am talking about you, I always want it to be in a positive manner. So when I'm telling these stories, I'm trying to also, like, I'm kind of going off of the dome a little bit, a lot of bit. I've written things down and kind of put things in play to where I kind of want to talk about them at and go off from that, so where I'm not just rambling off to you guys. But a lot of this stuff is going to be off of the dome. So when I pause a lot, I'm also trying not to put anybody out there like that. And with that being said, like I'm we've we've witnessed a lot and been through so much in these 6 years to where I've said it in my one of my episodes, maybe a couple episodes, that is like it used to be, you they said to the community to watch children and all that kind of stuff. And lately, all I've been seeing on the internet, which is good, um, a lot of these there's a group of people that are running around and doing justice by picking up these dudes and these people out here in the streets that are trying to connect with these kids and stuff like that. And they deserve big applause and the utmost respect for what they're doing. Um, and like I said, man, you gotta watch everybody, man. And I find it hard to put a lot of things past people anymore. Like, I used to give people the benefit of the doubt. I used to be like, I used to try to find a reason with why people were doing things that they're doing because that's what people used to wonder about me. And so I always try to find a reason why people are doing what they're doing and try to see like some there's a because there's always a reason why they're doing it. It's never just nobody is not just going off of the wall just because they're perfectly fine. And yeah, there's always something that's happened or that they're dealing with, and it's making them do what they're doing. And I know firsthand, people crash out. They go off in the deep end, and they can't find their way back. So uh, they ask me all the time, what are you gonna do if? What would you do if? I was like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I can't predict the future, man. I let you. I could tell you that it's simple. If you hurt my family or my kid, anything about in my family, I'm gonna be forced to do whatever I do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't make threats. Just make things happen. So, like I said, man, I've gotten into a couple. Uh, I got into one relationship since my child has been born, other than her mother. Um, I've I didn't allow her to do a lot of things, and did it hurt the relationship? Sure, um, but at the end of the day, like I said, man, like being a father is kind of like one of the best things I've ever done in life. Um, and if you if you're trying to take away the things that I do best, it's like you're taking away a piece of me because like I need these things in my life, and they took it another way. Like, oh, you don't you don't want I don't even remember how they said it, but they took it as like basically like I ain't want to be with them like that, or like I wasn't trying to take it to the next step. I don't really know, but like they took it in a manner I and ultimately it didn't end up working out, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, ultimately, ain't that what it should be. Like, shouldn't you have boundaries? Shouldn't you respect that person who has boundaries for their kids that doesn't just allow people just touching their kid, kissing on their kid, hugging on them, and treating, trying to talk to them like, they're theirs? No, like, yeah, like, she has her mother, man. Like, if they have their other parent in their life, you shouldn't be trying to play no type of role that's unless that's what they allow you to do. That's what they've offered you to do. But you shouldn't just try to force your way into a role that nobody's giving you. Because you don't know how that person's gonna react. Some people take that as disrespect. And as the other parent, yeah, I don't I don't want certain people. Like, you don't want your boyfriend. I don't want some people touching my kid. I be hugging on my kid. I be kissing on my kid. None of that. Like, nah, man. You can do whatever you want to do with your kids and whatever. Do that and do it with your own kids. If you didn't do it with your kids and you messed up, but don't take the time to do it with mine. Just be a positive role model. That's all you need to do. Because, like I said, like I'm not. I don't like I said. I wouldn't want somebody. I wouldn't want her mother thinking like I was trying to replace her. Make you know what I mean. Regardless of whatever situation, whatever, however it goes down, whatever happened before, what is whatever. Two wrongs don't make a right. Whatever. So I felt like that should have been not looked at upon like a negative thing, but like a positive thing. But I guess I was wrong. And did that change what I was gonna do and how I move with my child? Nah, because at the end of the day, what happens when you get mad and don't want us to be around? You're not gonna be here, and I still got to take care of my kid. So boundaries will always be set when it comes to dealing with me in a relationship and people outside of this household. Because y'all don't have to be here forever. I don't know if you is gonna be around here. What you're not gonna do is be showing face in front of my kid one week, laughing, and then not be here the next week. That's what we not doing. Or is multiple people just in and out this house, whether it be my homeboys, whatever. We're not doing that. Why? This is like I said, this is my place of peace. This is where I come to where it's quiet. When I want everything to tune off, yeah, this is it. This is it, man. I work too hard for my peace of mind. Let anybody take it away. So boundaries will always have to be set. And you have to meet said expectations to get past them. You got to jump through burning fires. Nah, man, stop, stop, stop. I'm not that guy. But man, this is like I said, man, this is my child, and I've almost lost her 3 different times, not by anything of my doing. So I know it's things that have happened that be out of my control. Things that I can control, I will. I will. And I think, everybody should always have some boundaries set up with everybody. That's for respect. That's from respect from your friends, your job, your spouse, your children. Everybody involved in your life, you always have some type of boundaries around. People will walk around and walk all over you because you let them. Because you let them. And this kind of goes back to the accountability thing. You sit here, you blame other people. You keep blaming these people for the negative things that they do to you and or what they're not doing for you. And you allow them to keep doing it. Because you don't have no boundaries set. Of course they're not going to do shit for you. Because they don't have to. They know, but they know you're going to be right there. Whenever they need you, they're going to be right. You're going to be right there. Why? Because you keep showing up. Keep making it easy for them. So you must always set your boundaries up and know who's really rocking with you and who's really not. One thing we got to understand, yeah, everybody's on a different type of time. So no, you can't always expect everybody to just be there for you at the drop of a dime. Even though you are, but that's your time. That's your time. Don't make the time for people that ain't making the time for you. And it's easy. It sucks. You got to cut people off and be alone. But guess what? You don't have to be alone. We live in a world where millions and billions of people. Everybody's looking for a friend. Everybody. Everybody's looking for some type of friend, somebody to come to. So all this, I can't find no good body, good somebody, a good friend. I don't want to hear that. There's good people everywhere, man. There's good people doing the same things that you doing. There's good people that's doing that like the same things that you like. You just got to take the time, man, and find these people. Cause they there. Where I don't know. I don't be looking for them. We've been on no new friends for a long time. I mean, if we happen to, bump into each other and we meet, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, the vibe is vibing, whatever, we meet at the basketball court, and, we doing, doing what we doing. You talking about, let's go run some macros or something. Yeah, let's get it. But boundaries will always be set. Always. Why? Because I need to protect my peace. And that's what y'all should be doing. People running around, walking around here, upset and mad, angry, depressed, all that type of stuff. You don't have no boundaries set. You letting people just run all over you, man. You're going over, bending over backwards for these people. And they not showing you no type of love back, man. I learned a long time ago about that. I learned a long time ago. A man told me, he said, man, you need to learn, know your worth. Know your worth to your job, to your peoples, your friends, your relationship, all of that. So that way, you know, people can't cheat you. People can't get over on you. They're gonna try. They're gonna sell you dreams. They're gonna tell you all this shit is sweet, and it's not. They're gonna tell you this is what we got set up for you. They don't got that. It's a sweet deal. Sounds sweet. That shit's sour. Yeah. It looked like salt. It looked like sugar, but it's salt. They tricked you. Yeah, man. It ain't funny, but yeah, man. Look, I'm trying to tell you, man, put up your boundaries, man, because, oh, man, it's the evil lurks. And the older you get, the less time we got. And the older you get, the more it messes with your brain. You start losing, you start getting complacent, you start just forgetting things. You lash out at people that don't deserve it. You start losing your mind, start developing amnesia and all kind of brain issues. And your body's hurts every day. It's not reacting right no more. You're not eating good no more. You're not doing nothing good no more. You're just a shell of yourself. You don't know what to do anymore. You don't know which is what's what. You don't know what's right. Nah, man, you gotta put them boundaries up. And that's not saying I don't care. Not saying uh I don't want people around. I don't trust you. It's just protecting peace, man. It's that simple. Just protecting peace. Just like that. That few seconds I just gave you. It was quiet. That's peace. I love it. I need it. What keeps me going every day. My peace, man. My peace. Work is it's been a long time coming to get to these spots, man. And like I say, I thank everybody that helps me and supports me doing what I'm doing. Um, but at the end of the day, like I say, man, I work hard for this. Go above and beyond for this. I does this. You know, these boundaries have been set for me, for my child. Now, learning, she's growing and she's out here doing certain things and uh, hanging out with certain friends. And she's not no perfect child. I'm having to learn to get on her. She's got bad eating habits, just like her dad, just like most kids. Um, I just had to get on the other day because she's making fun of people. And she's gonna have to realize, man, that shit ain't cool. because eventually he was gonna make fun of her. Somebody's gonna have something to say about you, and you're gonna come home crying, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, remember when you was making fun of such and such, and you hurt their feelings then too. That's how they felt. Is it right that they did it to you? No, but now you know how it feels, and I'm learning. Having to learn the boundaries with her. Because like I said, I rarely tell her no for anything. And now, I'm learning, all right, all right, no. You can't just drink you can't just have the whole thing of popsicles today. No, you can't, man. As much as I want to be able to just have unlimited sources of food and snacks and all kind of whatever, all that stuff costs. So, no, you're not just gonna eat up all the popsicles in a day or two. You don't need to drink all the juice boxes. You don't need to go get all the whole neighborhood talking about, yeah, dad just got groceries. Let's go ransack the house. No. What? One, and get out. Don't be coming in here for 3, 4 times a day, ransacking the refrigerator, leaving my door open, letting all the AC out, man. Been hot. Been a heat wave the last couple of weeks out here for these folks. But I don't mind it because, as some of y'all know, I'm from Texas. So this is nothing to me. As y'all see, I'm in my house right now with a hoodie on. That's how cold I am. That's how cool I am, man. I ain't sweating it. Yeah. Got my hat on. Man, I'm too cool, man. Yeah. It ain't hot in here. Yeah, man. That's kind of all I wanted to get into, man. There's a couple things. Like I said, man, I don't know how somebody would even think to tell somebody to have to say like, why you going to work every day? What kind of question is that? What? What do you mean? Why are you going to work every day? What am I not supposed to be? I'm supposed to be bumming. I'm supposed to be just another. That's kind of like what I took it as. Like I don't know. Whatever. It's over with. Uh, I'm sure he didn't mean nothing by it. I hope he didn't mean nothing by it, but I'm sure he didn't mean nothing like negative by it. I think he was just like, man. I think yeah, yeah, old timer. I'm still doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it until I can't do it no more, and then I'm gonna do some more. That's what I do, man. Keep grinding, pushing forward. That's all I know. Why? Because I got to. I tell my kid all the time, what? You can't stop now. What? Nah, you can't quit now. Finish it out. Right? Go ahead and ride it out. You'll be all right. You got this. Yeah. That's what we do. It's in our blood. We keep pushing. We don't know how to quit unless, it's a bad habit. Yeah, we'll quit those in a minute. But yeah, man, we keep pushing, keep grinding, keep pushing forward, So that's all we know. We didn't we didn't get the opportunities to just take it easy. We had to do what we had to do. Yeah, this episode went by pretty quick, man. This is this is kind of fast. Uh, been a quick hour, man. Felt like it's only been like 30 minutes or something, maybe. I don't know, but it did go by fast, man. Um, I always got a quote for y'all. Y'all know that. Yeah, man, that's what I wanted to get into this week. Let y'all know what we got going on. Uh, been busy, like I said, man. I got not really dealing with much other than trying to beat this heat. Say, other than that, these kids about to get ready to go back to school here in about a month. So we got to get ready for that. Um, baby girl is going to be in first grade this year, which is dope. Uh, I remember when I was in first grade. Yeah, long time ago. Long, 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 long time ago. Yeah, no, it's great to just watch this girl grow, man, and it's a pat on my back. Of course, I'm the leader of this, and I drive the car to her success right now, to her progress, uh, her growth, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at it. Uh, I'm gonna plan on doing that until I ain't here no more. This is my main job. It's always be my main job. Nothing else. Nothing, nothing, nothing comes before this. I don't care what anybody say or what you got to say about it. If you feel like you think anything or anyone will come first before my child, hold your breath. Yeah, hold your breath, man. You can gotta get your air when I'm done. When I stop doing that. Yeah, man, that's what I got, man. Uh, oh yeah, my quote was get into what I got, man. I wrote some things. I wrote something down. I got a lot of stuff written down on these notes, man. We going in. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I got two of them for y'all. I missed last week. I got one. It just says, people will often respect the boundaries you enforce, not the boundaries you explain. Look that up and tell me what you think about that one. And another one I got uh, just says, don't be afraid to set boundaries because you're scared. Someone is gonna feel boundaries are not rejection. Just something I found. I don't have no definitions to those or any real story to tell behind any of those. Just something I've seen, I looked up, and thought it was something I might want to give to y'all this week. And I hope y'all enjoyed this week's show, man. Like I say, I'm gonna try to give y'all a show every week. Definitely gonna be dropping my episodes a different week. I'm not just gonna drop them on Fridays anymore. Just timing for everybody to kind of give them a chance to get over their weekends and give you guys something to kind of look forward to through the week. I think it'll get a better response on that. Like I said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode, man. It's been a good week. Looking for a great weekend. I don't know what y'all got planned. I think your boy might have a bonfire this weekend. Possible. We'll see what's up. The kid wants to go to the lake. So probably be doing that at some point in time, possibly. Took an L this week in the men's league. Good game. Tough fought game. Made a nice little comeback, but fell short. Happens. That would put us at 2-1. So we'll be looking to bounce back next week with that, and try to stay injury free and have another good week, man. I hope y'all have enjoyed y'all week this week. Hope you guys got good things going on this weekend. Any plans, you can drop them in the comments. Whatever you guys had going on. Any feedback, you guys want to give back on this episode, how lovely, take it. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you following the pages. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook. Somebody told me I need to get a Twitter. Maybe one day when I feel like getting more involved with the social media accounts and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do that. But for right now, your boy is just on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Make sure y'all go follow my pages, like them, subscribe to them, run them numbers up. Please, thank you. Your love and support is highly appreciated. And once we get this thing rolling some more, I'll be able to reach out to y'all and give out to the community a little more and give back, because that's also what this is about, therapy for me and hopefully a little bit of motivation for y'all, give it to y'all, some good positive feedback, something y'all can take with y'all week. And that's what I'm going to continue to do for y'all. And like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Tell me what you think and tell me what you drank. We'll be back next week. This is your favorite father, Trey Hawkins. It's been another episode of Father Time. I will see y'all next week. We out.